All right, guys. Our next guest is just killing it in life, man. Rapper, chef, food, fashion, sneakers, wrestling, writing, fitness, painting. The man does it all. And he's literally one of the biggest MMA fans in the world. He was there last night, UFC 295, off the top rope and live from the moon, aka New York City. Bam, bam, Baklava action, Bronson himself. Welcome back to Sub Radio. How are you, man?
Hello, everybody. My good men. How you feeling?
Good, man. Good. So excited. Dude,
I'm excited.
I'm excited. Everyone's excited.
I told you I was taking notes. I took notes knowing that I was going to come on, but second round is when shit. You still there?
Yeah, we're listening. Yeah.
Oh, second. The fucking screen went bye-bye. I couldn't see myself anymore. Second round, it ended. So I only have 2 rounds of notes.
That's all right, dude. It was crazy. You were there with Joanna Jedrzejczyk watching the fights. What was that experience like, man?
I love Joanna. She was on my show a long time ago when she was actually right before she dropped the strap.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, but I had her in the kitchen. She rear naked choked me, and it was one of the best experiences ever.
Yeah.
She's a great woman. I got some gloves signed by her. That's like the only memorabilia I have. I have JJ gloves. How about that?
That's sick, man. That's incredible. I can only imagine.
There was a lot of amazing people there last night. I'm not gonna lie. I finally got to link up with Dustin Poirier.
Oh yeah.
I also saw Nate backstage, and there was lots of hugs and love. I like it. Felt good.
I can imagine you getting all the love when you're there, man. Yeah,
bro. Good times.
Be honest. Who was there first, Joanna or you? I feel like you're known as the prelim guy. You're there from the very beginning. Who was there first?
I walked in on my fellow Albanian brethren, Dennis Bazookia, getting knocked out. So
wow,
I was there first. Trust me.
Did you see your good friend Mel Gibson, Captain COVID?
He's not allowed. He's not allowed in town. Not when I'm around.
The passion of the COVID. I still remember you telling us last time. And then you and Chito got it.
100%. That's who it definitely passed from it, because we were talking about the pre. It was some crazy fights. He reached back to talk, and he was like all kinds of globules. I felt. I was like, man, fuck it, it's Mel Gibson.
What was the performance that stood out for you, man? As you there live, MSG on the floor. What was the one that stood out to you?
I mean, the feelings of just I don't remember being at one of those extremely meaningful heavyweight bouts. That just felt phenomenal. I love the song Aspinall came out to. Englishman.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. The Sting song.
Yeah.
Englishman in New York. Phenomenal. Then this fool came out to some crazy shit. The whole place went red and yellow. I love the pageantry of that matchup. But my favorite fight was the Josh Van fight, probably in the beginning, the second fight. Josh Van and Borjas.
Mm-hmm. That
was a serious shakeup. My man was doing unbelievable body work. It was actually beautiful to watch. And then the Slava Claus fight, that was a tremendous fight, him and Nas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, it was an incredible evening. I want to find out from you, what was your reaction when you saw Tom Aspinall do what he did to Sergei, especially after the fight? Tom comes out and says to Laura Sanko, hey, I actually pulled my back. I wasn't able to train for a week and a half leading into this fight. So I was just taking a chance on myself here. What was it like actually experiencing a guy take a chance on himself like Tom and putting all the chips on the table, going into New York and getting it done like that? What was it like experiencing that live?
It was pretty unbelievable. His emotions were high. I picked him 100% knockout. I knew that was going to happen. His hands are like, you think that Sergei has dynamite. I feel like this man has precision and dynamite in his hands whenever he touches somebody. And it's just the mixing of the footwork. You don't see men that large moving that fast. It's like It's just another level of athletics that Pavlovich doesn't have. He is an animal, a bear, a big animal motherfucker, but he doesn't have the type of dexterity with all of his limbs like Aspinall has. And it confused him. He thought he was just going to go in and just start boxing. He was wrong.
Well, he's a scary guy because Sergei Pavlovich, he kind of just stays in the pocket. You know, when you start throwing, he'll just be there throwing hammers back. So for Aspinall to like, you know, a lot of people thought, oh, he'll take him down and he'll win that way, the way Overeem did. But to do it standing like that so quickly in the first round, unbelievable, right?
It's tremendous. It was tremendous. And you could just see the speed affected him. When punches coming at you with speed, it's like, you don't know what to do, especially when you haven't seen it from who else is going to throw at that speed, at that size that he's going to be able to train with? Not many men.
And the thing about Tom as well is it's been a long time since a person's come along where I'm like, all right, like I'm actually excited to see this person fight Jon Jones. Like Francis Ngannou, he's someone I want to see fight Jon Jones only because Francis has the power and we saw the boxing that he displayed a couple of weeks ago. But when you look at Tom Aspinall, do you look at a guy that you go, okay, this is a guy that can really give Jon Jones problems when it comes to the heavyweight division? Because it looks like Tom has it all. Compared to the guys before him.
I mean, he has the entire package, and if there was anybody that was ever close to probably, I mean, the thing is this, you know, Jon's coming up to heavyweight. Tom's a natural heavyweight, you know. So no matter what, I can never pick against Jon Jones, man. I've been watching that man his entire career, and I knew he was something special from the moment you lay eyes on him. So I've been following his career forever, and I've never bet against him because it's silly. But this is one man that I would say that would give him his probably toughest task.
Do you think it's kind of crazy how we're in this position where there's like 3 heavyweight champions right now? We've got Francis Ngannou, Jon Jones, Tom Aspinall, 3 guys that are incredible. But also, I always think about it a little bit like we're in this weird situation, almost like boxing, right? Where you got 3 different champions in one division. I never thought this was going to happen in the UFC, but you have 3, to me, credible, legit champions in one division in the UFC or outside the UFC now with Francis as well.
It's pretty unbelievable. Stipe was sitting right next to us, and he was very stoic as usual, head down when they were fighting. It didn't really matter to him. But it looked like he couldn't. It looked like he was walking around with a little bit of a limp.
Right.
No, I don't know what was going on with that, but it seemed like he had a little bit of a limp in his step. But he seemed eager. He looked good. He had the turtleneck on. He was dressed nicely. I was actually impressed.
We saw him on camera. He looked absolutely excellent. He had, I think, like a little
jacked.
Yeah.
Fucking jacked, bro. He's huge.
Huge dude. By the way, I think your video stopped. What's going on here?
I don't know what happened.
You're back. You're all good. All good.
I'm here.
Yeah.
It went weird.
Yeah. It was tough watching Stipe as well because it's like he was supposed to be fighting there, right? And you have to commend him as well, even for being there in person, knowing that was supposed to be him there, you know, potentially getting his hand raised. Jon Jones, big payday, MSG. It was a tough one, man. I wanted to ask you though, with Aspinall, look, you're a guy, you've been inspiring people all over the world for years with your music, and now your life in general, your fitness and everything. What did you think of Aspinall's message about, hey, if you're scared to do something, you should do it because it might pay off? How did that resonate with you?
I mean, that's pretty much the story of my life. You're scared shitless pretty much to do all this type of things. You don't want to put yourself out there to be ridiculed and have that type of rejection feeling. So it's like you believe in yourself, you take that chance, and that's what he did, and it paid off. And there's a lot of stories where it doesn't really pay off. You take that shot and you're just like, but it always, in victory, it's always, that's where the inspiration lies, is when you've reached that top of the mountain, and nothing's lucky. Just don't, he didn't get this from luck. He's been working his whole entire life for this. It's just being at the right place at the right time. Opportunity knocks and you fucking answer the door. And he bash that door down. That's what he did.
You know, when I look through your career action, man, you've had so many moments where you've taken a big chance in yourself and you inspired a bunch of us. Watching Tom do what he did, does it remind you of any moments throughout your career or anything where you're like, all right, man, I'm going to double down on myself here. I'm going to take a chance on myself when other people think I can't do this? Anything sort of pops up into your mind when you think of that throughout your own career?
Yeah, I mean, it's been almost 14 years now since I've been, I put myself out there, and there's been times where it's like been down moments and like, oh fuck, I don't even want to do this anymore. I'm bored or this and that. But for me, I always find inspiration somewhere where it's not being seeked. I'm not seeking for something. It's like it calls me and I answer. It's the way the stars align and the way the moon gravitates and brings me towards the water. It's like when the turtles erupt from the sand.
Yeah.
They have that drive. They have that drive to live. They're making their way towards that ocean because they want to live. I just love to, every day is reinvention. I don't want to ever get caught where, I'm just doing the same old all the time. So I feel like it's infinite possibilities day by day of inspiring and changing and all that. There's been many critical points, not, it's day by day critical points. Fucking an interaction with my wife could throw shit awry or enhance. It's just, you gotta take things. It's like I always say, it's Zelda. You go, you're in your path, and you stop. Someone gives you a note. Then you get the flute. Then you get that. It's just passing through life, getting shit and collecting things. Knowledge.
Well, that's it, man. It's like rolling with the punches, going with the flow, and kind of like seeing that inspiration, when it comes, as opposed to seeking. Like you said, man, opportunity knocking.
Yeah.
What about when you bench 315, man? 142 kilos. Were you scared before you did that? That was outstanding, man.
I almost feel embarrassed that was like, I don't really bench. But that, for me, not doing anything and just coming out there and just doing it, I felt good about that. I definitely had more in me. And if I started benching, I probably could. But for me, that doesn't make me a macho man. I want to squat a lot.
Yeah.
I want to be able to deadlift a lot. I want to be able to lift a stone a lot. Just like weird feats of strength is something that I don't roll with the same normality as other human beings. It's just, I'm staring at 12 different hammers of death, different weights right now that I swing. This is what I do. I sit here smoking hash, watching and listening to submission radio.
Good man.
Honestly, that's my inspiration. Put you guys on and start fucking doing thousands of push-ups.
Dude, I saw the Tiny Desk concert. That was phenomenal. Is it true that you worked out in the green room right beforehand?
Yeah, I ate a shitload of edibles that they had back there for me.
Yeah.
And I did 300 push-ups right before. And I had 3 espressos. And this was like, it was unintentional. We were just chilling for a little bit and things got a little hectic. You should have seen what I was actually going to wear out there. I cut this shirt into a tank top that was like Venice Muscle Beach spaghetti thin. I looked in the mirror, I was like, man, yeah, let me not. It's too much. It was too much. I don't know. I might have scared somebody out there.
I saw even during the Tiny Desk concert, you did the Scott Steiner muscle kiss. I love that.
I had to. Yo, my fucking bicep was bursting out of my t-shirt. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
I felt like everything was bursting. I felt like I was Ronnie Coleman up there.
Yeah, buddy. It was a good team, man. Cocodrilla Turbo, man.
Thanks.
I wonder what's like the weirdest place or strangest place or time you've worked out? Because you're very much addicted at the moment.
we were caught. This is pretty recent. We got caught up in some traffic on the way to New Orleans, and it was about 3 or 4 hours in traffic. So we just were all stuck. Just hopped out and we just worked out for 3 or 4 hours as the sun set behind the trees and turned the day to dusk. Excuse me for all this
All good.
unnecessary poetry.
I love it.
Yeah, but it just ended up doing squats shirtless and pantless and just getting nuts. It was sweltering down there.
Dude, unbelievable. What a visual. Sweltering out there, you doing workout, pantless, shirtless. Pantless and shirtless. It's the only way to go about life. Hopefully everything was nice and trimmed and clean. And what better way to do that than with our good friends at Manscaped, because they've just brought out the Manscaped Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. 5-time champion, baby. This 5th generation trimmer features 2 interchangeable next generation skin safe blade heads, a standard one for taking a little off the top, and a new foil blade to go smooth wherever your heart desires. There's also the dual LED spotlights to provide contrast on multiple skin tones, 3 length setting combs. Oh, and of course, this baby is waterproof as well. And also in this package, if you go the brand new Performance Package 5.0 Ultra, you also get the Weed Whacker 2.0, which also features the skin safe technology, which prevents nicks, snags, and tugs in those delicate places. Seal the deal with Manscaped's liquid formations, the Crop Soother Aftershave Lotion, and Crop Preserver Anti-Chafe Ball Deodorant. Once they touch your sack, you will never go back. They've even got in this pack 2 free gifts, and you got the boxes, the Shed Travel Bag 2.0. Everything's on another level. You can get it all as a gift to yourself or somebody ahead of Christmas with 20% off with the code submission. Jump on manscaped.com. And then also, lastly, this weekend, we've got Brendan Allen taking on Paul Craig. You're probably thinking, all right, where do I want to watch this fight? A cheeky bar, pub, some kind of spicy venue. Maybe watch the fight for free, get a cheeky couple of pints in you. Our good friends at Fanzo have you covered. All you do is download the free app, the best venue find in the world. And then you have a look, all right, what are the venues near me? Let's check out the Bankstown Sports Club. Have a look, 35 screens, commentary, serves food, Wi-Fi, garden, outdoor screen. And there you go. Easy as that. If you're living somewhere else, it'll take your location, and then you can help yourself and your buddies find the best sports bar or pub or any venue to watch the fights for free. But Action, just going back to you, man, and also last night, UFC 295. I know you were there to watch your boys, Alex and Jiri. Dude, what a crazy fight as long as it lasted. Being there, cage side, watching it live, what did you think of that fight? And then also the stoppage. What did you make of it?
Yuri's a very honorable man. He's he follows that code. He's never gonna call bullshit. He said that he was knocked out. And from my view, he tapped Alex a couple of times where he looked like he went a little bit confused, They were back and forth. He demolished Yuri's leg. There's no doubt about that. That leg was a couple more kicks from being like totally gone into oblivion. Power that man generates from his ass down through that thigh to that fucking kick is unreal. Just straight up looks like Sagat. Put the eye patch on him. He's in Street Fighter 2 right now.
Yeah.
That's how it was literally, that was like a Street Fighter match. That was unbelievable. But he went limp. There was a point where he was defending. He threw a couple more elbows to the side of the dome. He hit him in the temple. He went limp and went back. Maybe he got flash knocked out, but regardless, he went limp and he had to stop that, no? I felt like in the moment, I was standing next to his manager, Tim, and, he was visibly upset. He didn't like that. And we all thought it was a touch early at the moment, but when you look back, he did go limp.
Tim Simpson, great guy, man.
Love him, man.
Did you get it? Were you around Jiri or Alex at all? And I'm curious, what is it that you love about these guys? Who do you sort of see a bit of yourself more in from those guys?
I mean, I don't know if I see myself in either of them. I just see them as superhuman.
Yeah.
I think that those just when I think of like like characters in a movie, Alex Pereira is like the illest fucking character.
Mm.
You put him in the suit with the chain on, he looks nuts.
Yeah.
He is fucking Sagat. He's whatever his name is. He's the Thai boxer from Street Fighter 2.
Yeah.
It looks like he's doing some sort of like underground gambling scheme. I could write a whole movie for him. And Jiri as well, man. I picked Jiri to win, honestly. I thought he was going to be a little bit more dynamic, which he showed to be in the beginning. He throws some next level like feints. They're full throttle feints and then stops mid-air, changes direction, hits you with one of the cleanest punches that, like full power generation. It's pretty mind-boggling how he's able to do that.
Yeah, man.
Because he's standing on one foot with the eye patch, reading fucking who knows what book, reading goddamn The Good Earth or some shit.
Yeah.
Well, afterwards, Alex, called out your boy Israel. It's Pro Wrestling 101. He named his next man. Chael's son and somewhere would be proud. What do you think of Alex Pereira sort of angling for potentially another fight with Israel at 205? I mean, man, that would be an exciting one. And the different weight class adds a bit of a different dimension to the fight in a lot of ways.
It would be amazing, but my God, like, fuck. I feel bad. Like Jamal had the belt. It wasn't his fault, They were playing a pickup basketball game. That's like he's doing good deeds and charity shit, and he's over here. He fucking tore his Achilles. I still think that if he's not ready, okay. If they need to make something happen, but if he's ready, it's his fight.
100%. I think at this point Jamal deserves it. I mean, it's smart of Alex, right?
It's his fight.
Yeah.
It's his fight. I don't think that. I mean, Alex could call out Izzy all he wants. They could fight. There's no doubt they could fight again.
Mm.
But I just think that it's Jamal's belt to come back to now. It changed hands, but he didn't lose it. He won in very impressive fashion.
Yeah. I think it's smart of Alex because
against a Hall of Famer, nonetheless.
Yeah. I think like if you're Alex, you want the most money. Now you're a champion, you get the pay-per-view points. Israel's without a doubt the biggest draw that he can get.
Absolutely.
And he gets the.
He looks like he likes Lamborghinis.
Who, Alex or Israel?
Alex. I mean, I know Israel likes
He's your
McLarens.
boy. Yeah.
Yeah, he likes McLarens.
Yeah.
He's a touch above. He's a touch above the Lamborghini.
Yeah. I think, but at the same time, Israel's doing his own thing. He's taking time. I think he's, focusing on himself, probably his health and stuff like that.
That's what he should do, man. He should do. He's a young man. He's fucking has the world is his oyster.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly right. He had a crazy, crazy schedule. Now it's time to kind of take a bit of time to himself.
He's already had a Hall of Fame career at this young age. If he never did another thing again, he'd be one of the best ever. So do what you got to do. Take all the time you want. Travel, chill. Just don't do nothing. Just do whatever.
That's right. I wish he needs to go to Paris. Join you and Clovis for from Paris with Love.
Oh my God. I mean, there's no doubt about that. We've meant to do something. We will soon. I think I'm gonna be down that way in April, so I'll let everybody know.
Nice.
We'll all link up. Have a good time.
Yeah, man. We'll circle back to that in a second, but just quickly while we're talking about your boys, Sean O'Malley, Chito Vera, man, you must be pumped.
Oh yeah.
How do you see that one happening?
That's massive for me. I think that Chito is ready. This is someone who made his way from a place that you don't really ever hear or know. You don't know somewhere from this place, and he's made himself and his family a beautiful life, and now has the opportunity to become a world champion. I think it's ready. I think it's his time. Sean O'Malley's not a game. He's an amazing fighter, dangerous, dynamic, assassin. Like the dude's an animal. I think Chito, he has his. I'm not even gonna say he has his number. He's just a fucking animal too. He's a warrior. It's not like Cheeto's is like real, this sweet guy. He's a fucking beast. He's coming. He's coming hard.
When you were there yesterday, did Dana White give you any updates about potentially being able to wrap Chito out to the octagon? I know that on Ariel's live show, you said that apparently the UFC kind of put a stop to it, but now that you spoke about it publicly, any change from Dana on that? Think there's a chance it could happen now?
I'm down for whatever. They know me. They know what I'm into. I'm down for whatever. I love a good time. So I'm available. Chito knows, he knows I'm available for him. I'll corner him. I got all the info. I don't even need to do all that. I just want to watch.
Yeah.
I don't need to be brought into the scene like that. I'm not like that. I'm not that kind of guy. I don't need to be on the scene. I just want to fucking watch. I like watching fights. I like studying. I like listening to people talk about fights. I love sports talk radio. This is the type of thing that I fill my mind with.
What will it mean for you to be there at UFC 299 and see Chito walk out and be there to watch the moment live? What will that mean?
I mean, I've seen him several times knocking the legend Frankie Edgar out, and the legend Dominic Cruz out in devastating fashion both times. We were going nuts when he knocked Dom out, you know? Everyone was going nuts when he knocked Frankie out. So I could only imagine that feeling when that belt is wrapped around that fucking waist, you know?
100%, man. I think that's why it's so crucial that you're there, man. Just to kind of like,
I'll be there.
Have those
I'm
vibes.
there.
Yeah.
I'll be there. I'll be there in attendance no matter what. There's no doubt about that.
Fucking legend, man. Just quickly before we let you go, Action, we mentioned Fuck That's Delicious Part 2 from Paris with Love Part 2. You and Clovis, man, you guys are like a tag team now. How would you say this trip to Paris compares to before?
Well, it's like we're rekindling the flame.
Mm-hmm.
Paris always has that part of me, you know. It's like you go back, and honestly, he's one of the best liaisons on earth. If you like food, wine, beverage, chilling, and hanging out and things like that, that's the type of guy that you want to be around. And there's actually 10 parts to Part 2. So we spent a lot of time there. Got some of the craziest chilling and life experiences ever, honestly. It's special stuff. I'm just glad that I've been able to capture sometimes. You know, Fuck That's Delicious back in the day, I was like really fucking huge. Right now, I'm a little bit jacked. So I'm happy there's some times where I got some shoulders and some fucking biceps to look back on.
That's it, man. Dude, you've always had the shoulders,
really?
but
Yeah, bro. Yeah, nah. I was looking at this. I'm fucking capped out now. I'm looking like fucking Papa Pump.
Yeah.
Like Buff Bagwell with the bangs.
Yeah. All old school throwbacks, man. Yeah. The Death Star delts. I was gonna say, Fuck That's Delicious is amazing. It's so fun, like watching you and Clovis, and it's just such an easy show to like sit down and watch. You get the inspo as well. My girlfriend and I were watching it before we went to France and Spain a couple of months ago, and it's just like you just get a list from watching it. Like, all right, we're gonna hit up this joint, that joint.
Sure.
And thank you so much for telling us to go see the Butcher of Paris. We flew out the next day, so we missed out. But that place looks crazy.
Go see the Butcher.
Yeah,
I sent Mick Maynard over there, and he brought all the guys over there when they were in Paris. And that's now become their favorite chill spot. Telling you, it's like, it's an open air steakhouse with the best wine list on earth. You know, it's like, it's pretty next level. The man cares so much about his flesh. We painted about 13 or 15 pigeons.
Oh, wow.
With some of the most rare wine for over a month before it was roasted. That's how much he cares.
Wow, man. I know a lot of people watching this locally here in Australia would kill us if we didn't ask, when do you think you might be back to Australia, man? Because a lot of Action Bronson fans down here. It's been 7 years.
I know.
Been too long, man. We need you down here in Oz.
I'm coming. I believe it's going to be April. I'll be down there. I believe April I'll be down there making my ways around, and definitely going to be filming again. We need to re-up and see what's going on, see some new situations. I know there's been some booming food and beverage choices going on out there, so I'm ready.
That's it, man.
I'm ready to train, ready to do whatever.
100%, man. And just quickly, in the meantime, you've got shows in Miami, St. Petersburg, Florida, Miami on the 8th, St. Petersburg on the 9th. You're announcing a special dinner before the show. What's going on that? Is that for fans or what is it?
Well, this chef Nando Chang and his sister Val, they're the two. They got Food and Wine Best New Chef. You know, it's a pretty prestigious thing, and they do this Peruvian Japanese style of food that's very, very special and unique. And for Art Basel, we're doing something with American Express and Resi, where we're doing 2 separate dinings of around 70 people, a one-of-a-kind dinner. It's going to be a beautiful fusion of me and them. I mean, they're masters. I'm just coming in to fuck it up with a little bit of Queens flavor.
That's how we like it, man. Excellent.
You know, they're Peruvian, but I know Queens Peruvian stuff, so I'm bringing that flair.
It'll be almost fusion, right? Peruvian, and Queens fusion.
It's 1,000,000% a fusion because it's not the same.
That's sick, man. Dude, you're an absolute legend. Check out this man's shoes from New Balance as well. $9.90 V6 Lapis Lazuli or the OG Baklavas. Check out the Tiny Desk concert.
I love this. Thank you, bro.
Hey, and of course the album, Cocodrilla Turbo, man. Absolute legend.
And more coming. So much more. It's just the beginning. I'm about to be 40. We're starting a new renaissance.
Big happy birthday for next month, man.
I know. Trust me. I know. I look about 23.
Yeah, with the eyes, the popping eyes, man, and the capped out shoulders. A lot of love, man.
Cap shoulders, crazy eyes, slick back hair, a little bit of fuzz.
Yeah. Thanks so much for coming on and chatting with us, Action, man. We'll definitely, we'll have to do it more often. And regardless, man, hopefully we'll see you here in April, man.
Much love. Take care.
Thanks, man. Happy birthday next month.
Peace.
See ya.